Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wolf Quest 3, where we are here with our Generation 5 heir to the Dawn Moon pack, Atlas! Atlas the Third, who we are going to be calling Addy more or less from now on, because when you happen to be the third Atlas in the pack, it's pretty much a good idea that you have your own unique nickname, and his beautiful mate, Breeze! And you guys, apparently something very dramatic happened last time that I completely missed, but there's apparently a dead wolf somewhere nearby? Alright, that's our food, like that we're carrying in our mouth, and there is the Junction Butte scent mark that we want to go ahead and destroy before we have a bunch of wolves going ahead and tackling us. But apparently, well, you know, Addy and Breeze were just minding their own business, admiring the beauty of the land, slowly but surely trying to take over more of the territory away from the Junction Buttes and to establish their own territory so that we'll be able to have some healthy, happy babies. Apparently while I was distracted with all of that, we ran straight past a dead wolf. What? Like, I'm not sure where it is. And I'm kind of nervous. So I'm looking behind us and I'm looking around, but apparently we ran right past the carcass of a dead wolf. Wait, what is this? Wait, what is this? It looks like a skull, but it's just... Oh, see, now you guys have me jumping at shadows. Oh, Breeze was hungry. Oh, you ate my whole snack. That's okay. Oh, look at her. You guys, she really is such a sweet mate. I think these two are going to end up having quite a special relationship together. They really do seem like they're very well made for one another, and I'm happy about this. I'm happy about where Generation 5 of our pack is going. Oh, and look at his little ears. Oh, Addy, I forgot you had adorable little ears. He kind of reminds me of an Arctic fox right now. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and we are going to try to claim some more territory. Let's see. There we are. Good, good, good. And then we'll go north a little bit and just continue carving out some of the Junction Buttes territory. I'm thinking that Breeze and Addy might actually go ahead and try to pick some of the dens that are on the south side of Sloth Creek. I'm sort of amazed because I've actually been here now. This is the first time I'm returning to Breeze and Addy's adventures in Wolf Quest 3 since getting back from Yellowstone. Actual Yellowstone, where Chips and I were just at less than like a week ago, and well, I guess 2 weeks ago now, but I'm just blown away. Like, we were really there. I really went down to Sloth Creek, and I actually went on the walk along the creek and looked across the river. I was looking for wolves. I found bison and coyotes and all sorts of ducks. I saw bald eagles and osprey, and I was here, not up in the like hills and the mountain, or like the little cliffs and mountains, where I think Addy and Breeze are going to be looking for a nice cave den of some type to take over. But I was actually here. And it was amazing. And I'm really excited to watch as their pups continue to take over some of this territory and add their own adventures to what it's like to be a wild wolf here in Yellowstone. Oh, I'm totally enchanted with it, if you guys can't tell. But alright, so carrying on with Addy and Breeze, like I said, this is actually my first day back with them since I got back from Yellowstone. So forgive me if I have forgotten some of the stories and some of the quest that I actually had for them. But I've been thinking, okay, let's go ahead and let's find the next scent post to go ahead and destroy. I think Addy is... He's thoughtful, he's not a coward, but he doesn't want to like just run into fights just for the sake of like running into a fight. All right, I think, oh, he definitely wants to catch that rabbit though. All right, come on, Addy, come on. And he absolutely would give it to Breeze. All right, let's go ahead and put this down so she can enjoy it. She is the one carrying our pups after all, already ready to go ahead and add in Generation 6 to the family tree. Oh, she held! Oh, Breeze! That's gonna make things a little bit tricky. Alright, let's run down and destroy the scent mark before that got us into trouble. Alright, let's go ahead and destroy this. Also, that ruined my new plot and story idea for you, Breeze, my dear. You silly goose. Shh. Because I've been thinking, friends, that maybe one of the special challenges we're going to have for these two is that Breeze is actually mute. So if you remember, we did have a thought that perhaps her lifetime challenge would be to never howl to take over territory. And I like the idea that Breeze is mute, so she can't ever howl. Whenever we hear a howl, I think we'll just have to pretend it's like what she would make if she could howl. But I think that that would be a really intriguing challenge for all of us. Breeze prefers silence because some accident of, or maybe just the way she was born, of her childhood made it so that she actually can't speak or like growl or very well or howl. And in exchange, that will be her lifetime quest that we'll go ahead and try to tackle. Ooh, there's a bunch of deer. At least that was my idea before Breeze had to go ahead and start howling all the time, but we'll just say that that's Addie howling for her. How about that? All right. And I think that that would actually be a little bit of a challenge because howling actually takes over a lot more territory a lot faster. All right, we've almost got this deer. Come on, come on. Howling takes over a lot of territory a lot faster than just like scent marking everywhere. All right. We'll wear this deer out. Oh, look at her! She's being such a good mate! Sometimes it can be really hard to get these hunts done. Alright, let's go ahead and eat a little bit. We didn't really need that, but I figured it would help us with... Yeah, look at that! Now it's down to 10% over here. We've almost carved out a lot of the Junction Butte territory. Alright, we'll come back to that kill in just a second. But I want to wiggle over here. And I think, aha, right over here is the scent post. We're going to destroy this so that we have just a nice, strong presence. Excellent. There we go. But that's my thought for what to do with Breeze. She is very silent. She's mute from some sort of childhood illness, we'll say. And Addie doesn't mind, and he will try to be her voice for her with the pups. But as a result, we just don't take over territory by howling. We take over territory kind of by like just waiting until the scent marks show up and like knocking the scent marks out, coming back and reinforcing it ourselves. Let's take over this last little bit that's kind of to the west. And then we're going to start looking for a den. And oh, hey, speaking of which, now here is a den apparently kind of nearby. But Addie really wants to have dens that are actually going to be in caves. So that's his desire. Oh, there's already a ton of coyotes over on our kill. There were a lot of coyotes where we were at. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a bunny. There were a lot of coyotes where we were at in Yellowstone. But Addie wants to take over a cave den, which is going to be quite intriguing and quite fun. Where is this den? I actually would love to try to find it. Because we're going to have a new challenge to do with bears and Atlas. And I know I've already mentioned how he's going to be of the bear butt biting legacy and want to try to chase away a bear for every one of his pack members. But we're... Oh, there it is! There it is! Alright, is this it? Oh, this is it! Okay, this is not a cave den, but it's nice to have, like, discovered one den at the very least. But we are going to have a somewhat special challenge for Addie when it comes to bears, where he wants to have a cave den, and we cannot leave that den unless we can find another cave den. So we're going to stick to cave dens, but here's the trick that I came up with to give him more of a challenge than just go bite the butts of some bears if you want to like get extra points. His lifetime quest instead is going to be that we have to stay either at a cave den or have no den when we are raising our pups unless we chase away a bear. So we have to chase bears away and take over bear territory from their cave dens. Basically, we have to bite a bear and like chase them away successfully to steal their cave den. So that's good. That's going to be our challenge. And we can only have one cave den to start with, like our newest cave den. Like, we get a starter cave den, and then if we want to have any dens after that, they have to be a cave den, and we can only move our pups to that den after we have chased away a bear and stolen its territory, basically, is the idea. There are way too many coyotes over here. I don't think that Addy would want to raise his kids over here anyway. All right, but we have one more spot of territory that he's going to take over, and then we're going to start looking around McBride Lake, because apparently there's a great cave den I keep missing that's somewhere over here. So we'll examine that, and we'll see if we can stumble upon the right spot. But I really like that idea, and I think it's a really fun challenge. So we might end up with one of those challenges where we just have to roam and not have a den. If it gets too flea infested and we just need to get out. And especially if we don't find a bear, because we're gonna need to find a bear to chase away so we can, like, quote unquote, steal its den. There we go. Nice! All right, we have a lot of territory now. 3, 10, 11. So we're getting really close on having enough of the hexes, but we stole a bunch of territory to make it easy on ourselves first. And now we can go ahead and we're going to push up to the north and a little bit to the east and west around McBride Lake to see if we're going to be able to go ahead and wiggle ourselves into a nice little cave. All right. And we're getting pretty tired. I just wanted to make sure we can try to get a bunch of territory before we sleep. Atlas is very determined. He's very thoughtful that way. Okay, we actually need to start going to the west. Here we go. He's determined and thoughtful, and I think he's got a little bit of strategy to him as well. What's this? Oh, there's a couple deer. No, our stomachs are full. Ooh, and I think I see a cave. All right, we'll try to get across the river and see if that has any potential den spots. But this will be exciting to have to, like, that will force us to take on bears, not just for our lifetime quest, but also because we might need to do that in order just to have a den that we can stay in. It means I'm going to want to pick the first den very, very carefully, because after that, things are going to get a little bit more complicated. Okay, so we've got that spot. I think we will climb up and around here and start searching for some dens. And if we bump into new territory to take over, good for us. Oh, but you guys, another coyote! Alright, let's growl at it. So Breeze is going to be our silent wolf. Addie is going to be our bear butt biter, who will try to protect his family and his pups from the threats of the bears. Oh, look at the elk herd. Oh, you guys, we saw so many elk herds when we were in Yellowstone. It was really, really something special. I even saw a group of pronghorn. And I'm really glad that pronghorn aren't in WolfQuest because I don't think I would ever hunt them. They are actually pronghorn are the closest living relative to giraffes after the okapi. So pronghorn antelope are actually not antelope. They just kind of look like antelope, and they are distantly related to giraffes. Like, that's their closest relative. Other than okapi, which I just think is amazing. And if you look really carefully at the odd eyes that pronghorn have, you can kind of start seeing a little bit more similarity than you would expect. And it can give you an idea of how those distant evolutionary roots once upon a time were tangled together back when, oh, there's a den nearby, yes. Back when there was a land bridge and then an ice bridge that actually connected Asia and North America. All right, let's see if we can find this den. Any sense around here? Everyone keeps telling me that there is actually a fantastic den somewhere around here that they use often, they have great luck with. It just seems I'm always wiggling a little bit away from it. But this time around, I'm going to really put effort into trying to find it. So we'll see. Come on, Addie. We're almost there. Claiming a good chunk of territory. Oh, okay, we're in the wrong zone again. All right, guys. Well, we're going to continue to try to look for these dens very carefully, very thoughtfully. We're going to claim a bit more territory, and it looks like Atlas III is off to a extremely strong start. He has a beautiful silent mate with Breeze. He's also got a lot of strength. He's not a coward. He's willing to bite bears if he happens to run into them. And we've taken a huge bite out of the Junction Butte Pack territory. So I think we're going in the right direction. Other than finding this den. But alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for Addie and Breeze, and if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!